Okay, before we get started, I just want to say this is just a personal thing for me. I need people to fucking stop thinking this Kanye West shit is amusing or funny. This nigga is doing interviews in Klan robes and wearing swastikas, and comments are like, oh, the swastika looks nice. This shit is fucking insane. I have had enough. I am going to get right into my old man bag before we do this dumb fucking episode. This is mental illness in the worst fucking way. And we need to stop placating this shit. I don't give a fuck how many albums or beats this nigga has made. This shit is sad. He needs fucking help. Please stop acting like this is not a big deal. It's huge. That's it. All right. I'm just really fucking tired of seeing it. It's driving me crazy.
People said the swastika looks good.
Yeah, because it's all fucking diamond out or whatever. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
He's got issues.
Yeah. Look, mental health is a real fucking thing, and we need to stop pretending that it's not. Like, this shit is not a joke. It's really fucking sad. And seeing a black man in a Klan outfit is fucking crazy. It's absolutely insane. All right. Episode 279. Welcome. This is Black on Black Cinema. This episode 279 is on Tyler Perry's Duplicity. I'm going to let anybody go before me, for the love of God. I will let Tiara go first.
How did I know? How did I know that you were let me give my opinion?
Ladies first. Go ahead. Chivalry's not dead.
I would just say what I told you guys earlier. I am okay if we never do a Tyler Perry movie ever again. I like to like things, even if it's bad. I need to at least have fun, and find it somewhat enjoyable. And maybe because I was already in a bad mood today, but when I was watching it, my mood got worse. It really got worse, and I got pretty upset watching what is supposed to be a pretty serious topic done seriously. So it's not like this was like supposed to be satirical or anything like that. This was supposed to be dead serious, and it was so shallow, and things that you would likely see on Twitter, very one note. And I like the people in the movie. Like, I've seen them in different things, and I usually enjoy them in other things. And look, I'm not gonna shade anyone for taking an acting job, considering how hard it is right now for a lot of actors and stuff. But goddamn, man, like, could we at least get something that has a little bit more substance than what we got in this movie? I would also like to say that just because you're married to a black woman does not mean you can't, be racist. Is that
not a wild statement? Not a wild statement.
Breaking news, guys. You can have black spouses, and black children, and still be racist. You can be black yourself and play in a black sport like the NFL and still say some dumb shit like how black things aren't political. I listened to that episode today. And it's just seeing Tyler Perry does so many good things for actors who need work and is willing to pay them things that white Hollywood won't do that. But his inability to write a substantive script is the thing that will always annoy me. But maybe today was just not the day for me. But today was just it wasn't a movie where I was like, oh, hi, it's Tyler Perry, whatever. Today I was just, you know what? I'm like, fuck it. I don't want to watch another one of his movies again. Okay. I'm good.
Yep. So that's so you didn't like the movie. All right, cool. Got it. Just checking.
I liked Tyler Lepley. I liked looking at him. He is wonderful to look at.
Who was this?
Which one? That was Tony.
Tony?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, Jadina. Got it.
Jadina.
That's what he looks like to me. All right, Mike.
He looks nothing alike.
No, go ahead. Let's
just Drake. It looks like Drake. What the fuck?
I don't like his.
You want me to go?
Yeah, I want you to go.
Okay. All right. Quick story time, right? So last Saturday, all right, I wasn't doing anything. I was watching television, and I'm like, I wasn't planning on watching the movie. I was like, I'm not watching this bullshit because, it's going to be bullshit. But I was like, fuck it. All right, I'll go ahead and watch it. So I watched the movie and like arms folded, just off the rip, because it's a Tyler Perry movie, right? Just make me like entertain me, nigga. And he failed miserably, right?
Yes.
I didn't even tell you, and I didn't tell you niggas that I watched it because Michael watched it. What? Sunday? Was it Sunday?
Saturday. Yeah,
Saturday. Sunday night. I didn't even let y'all niggas know that I watched it. I'm just gonna show up on the episode. And Michael was like, "Yo, if it ends the way I think it is, Terrence is not gonna be on this episode." And I was like, "I already watched it. I ain't let these niggas know." Like I was just like, I'm done. Just like Ciara said, I'm finished. This is my last Tyler Perry movie. I hate this movie. I fucking hate it. And the problem is, it's not his worst movie.
No, it's not. It's not.
It isn't his worst movie. Like production wise, continuity wise, it's pretty fucking terrible. Dialogue wise, it's awful. But it's not his worst movie. It's the subject matter that is surrounding the bullshit that he gives us. And I told you niggas, I didn't actually tell you the day. I had to go back to look at the fucking the chat, right? The chat, when you sent the trailer that morning on the chat, I said I refuse. I thought I had written why I refused, but I didn't. But I told you niggas last week why I said I refused, because I knew this was going to be some bullshit on a serious topic.
Yeah, you did.
And I didn't know how fucking right I was going to be. Nigga, I was the rightest. I was more right than I even thought I was going to be, because this was one of the most bullshitted ass movies I've ever seen in my entire life. Nigga, the ending, the plot, just what? We'll get into it, but I've never been so mad at a twist in my fucking life.
Yeah.
Like it was just a normal movie, a normal bullshit movie. I'm like, he was taking it kind of serious in the first hour. Then he was like, oh, he was cheating on his wife. I'm like, so the fuck what? He deserves to get murdered by a cop because of that? Where are we going? Where are we going with this? And then it just got worse and worse. And I'm like, yo, Tyler, you're a billionaire. I get it. You don't. He hates black men because every nigga in this movie wasn't worth a goddamn, except for the
news reporter,
slightly gay coded news reporter and his homeboy.
Yeah,
I don't know. He wasn't supposed to be gay, but like, okay.
There's a vibe.
And his white friend, the producer, he was the only good nigga in the movie. The nigga that we didn't see on screen that was beating his black girlfriend in the military, he wasn't shit for some reason. And we didn't see that nigga. Yeah. Tyler Letway was trash. Fucking the one that got shot was trash because he was cheating on his wife. And fucking Ron Rico Lee was garbage. Okay.
I like Ron Rico Lee as an actor.
I like Ron Rico Lee.
Me too.
He's fun. He's fun in these type of movies. Like, you know what I mean? Like these level of movies.
Oh wait, sorry.
Go ahead.
Just before you know what, Terrence, you sound like you're ready to jump into a lake that is clearly only 3 feet deep, and then you're gonna pretend to
and then like become the Hulk and like rip myself out of off of a fucking anchor. But anyway, this movie can suck my dick, yo. I hate this fucking movie. That nigga can. Like, he don't need to make another movie. I saw an article yesterday where he's creating like this Tyler Perry like dream thing where he's going to give filmmakers like the opportunity to create like short films. He didn't say like black filmmakers. He just like filmmakers in general. I'm like, nigga, no. Put black in it, bro. Put black in it. Don't just say filmmakers. Put black. You black, bro. You made the table that you kept saying they wouldn't let you at. You made it. Let other people write for you, dog. Please. For the love of God, please. Don't write another movie for the rest of your life, please.
Look, by the way, I'm even okay if you said this is for people of color. Like, I would be fine with that.
Right, exactly. People of color, I don't give a fuck. Just no, dog. This is it. If you ever decide to ever do another Tyler Perry movie, I will not be on that episode. I'm not watching another
I have an opinion on that, so I will express that.
Because it's just, this was too much. And again, he writes movies about women getting beat up all the time, and like people just accept that shit. And I get it. Like he's telling our stories, but like this is all you do. He was like the 688 was not good either, but like it was a fucking historical drama, so he got a pass. And people were like, oh, he's starting to do good shit. Like, nah, nigga, he's the same psychopath ass nigga that he's been for the last 25 years. And I'm sick of it. I hate this fucking movie. Like, we'll just get into what's wrong with it, everything. But yeah, And like, look, I've been listening to these dudes for 20 years. Double Toasted, they used to be Spill. In their rating system, this is a fuck you. That's what
I
this
was
is.
waiting until we did this episode before I watched their review.
I haven't watched any reviews. I don't know what they gave it. I have no idea. I haven't watched a single review, so I don't know what they gave this movie. They usually kind of give him a pass because it's Tyler Perry nonsense. But this is a fuck you. It's offensive. This movie's offensive. That's it. That's all I got. This is fucking offensive.
That is a choice word that I was going to use a lot. So 100% correct. So Terrence gives it a 50%. Is how I
don't do that. Don't do that. like this shit gets 0 points. I award you 0 points.
Yeah, fair enough. Micah, your thoughts on
it? Terrence made mention that when me and my wife sat down to watch this, my wife is an attorney. So it's always interesting.
He was probably
always interesting. That nigga don't know how lawyers work.
It's always interesting
he's done 100 movies with him in it.
To watch one of these movies with an attorney present. And he made mention that I sat down and I said, if the plot goes the way I think it goes, Terrence probably not going to be on this movie. And Terrence said, how do you think the plot goes? And, I hate to pat myself on the back, but like, I think I pretty much nailed it.
Yeah, you did.
I think I pretty much nailed it really early on. I'll tell you exactly when we go through the movie. And I'm not saying that as like, I'm some fucking awesome. No, I'm saying I nailed this plot because I don't know how to write a movie either.
God, like, damn, that was fucking great. Thank you.
This is not all the caveats and all that, right? Like, Tyler Perry gives people work and all. He's a billionaire. All right, we all know that, right? We all know that. We're judging this as a piece of art. And part of me
he took a shit on a canvas. That's what this is.
Part of me was starting to like enjoy these movies for like the ridiculousness that they are, right? But this isn't even like, I think Terrence, you're right. One, it's the crux of the plot revolves around a police shooting of a black man, and race is involved, and it's just offensive. It's one thing for Tyler Perry nonsense to just kind of be here, right? Like, mea culpa, guys. I gotta get off this. I gotta get this super artist off, right?
In more ways than one.
Right? Like that's fun. Like nonsense, right? Nigga's got nigga lives in a loft. He's got a sex dungeon at the bottom of it. That's communal.
That's silly, right? That's
right.
Dumb
silly. Stay in that lane.
Right, but that nonsense coupled with something that is very real in this society, that just made me mad.
Yeah.
And so I'm just sitting there mad watching this movie, and I'm mad watching all this ridiculous like nonsense go on. And it just this is the first time that I'm actually offended by a Tyler Perry movie. And again, much like Tiara, when this was over, I said something to the effect of, we don't have to do another movie. We don't have to do another Tyler Perry movie. At least if we're going to do another one, we're not doing another one until 2027. Okay? Because you got 2 this year.
Yeah.
So, nah, man, I wasn't a fan. The only person in this movie that I like is Ronrico Lee. I appreciate the subversion. Spoiler alert: he's one of the villains in this movie, and I appreciate the subversion because Ronrico Lee is the perpetual nice guy in everything. Right? That's a trick you can only pull off once, and it sucks that it's in this movie. But he was the standout and he usually is in these movies.
Mm-hmm.
That guy needs more work. He needs better work.
He should be upgraded to other movies than this. He should be.
Yeah, he should. Everyone else, no.
You're right.
No to everyone else.
Yeah.
I don't know who Cat Graham is. Is that somebody else to know?
That's the main. That's
what
one.
everybody.
Yeah,
was
that's the main character.
hyped for being
She's
in the movie.
she is from Vampire Diaries, so shout out to everyone who watched that show.
Cool.
Which Vampire Diaries she was really good in. Which
Okay.
in this,
When she's
I'll take your word for it.
When she's talking to the district attorney,
The DA.
I'm like, yo, this is awful. This is awful. This is awful writing. This is awful delivery. This is awful. Megan Tandy is the anchor. Awful.
Yeah,
Yo, that last 10
She's
minutes,
real
I'm like,
bad.
nigga, what
She's
the
real
fuck
bad.
are we doing?
Right.
What are we doing right now?
And
Why the music change?
look, I am all for trying to be a nicer person. I'm gonna be a giant hypocrite in 2 seconds. But the script is written
By
with
AI.
no, because computers are actually reasonable to some degree. This feels like it's written by a small child with a large crayon, right? Like they don't even have like the dexterity to write normal shit. Like there are things I told you guys offline. I had to rewatch a scene because the dialogue didn't make sense to what they were trying to get across. I was confused, and I'm not a fucking idiot. Like I'm like, what are you talking about? Did you do this thing? No, I didn't. Proceeds to explain how you did that exact thing. I'm like, is the audio broken? What the fuck is going on? So I agree.
The audio was peaking in that van. I can tell you that much.
Yeah,
I don't know if you caught that.
I didn't.
When she was screaming in the van, I was like, yo, it sounds like the mic was fucked up. What's going on? But these are little things that I noticed in the movie as I was watching it.
I was too busy.
This is why
red the entire time.
This is why nobody respects IMDb reviewers. Okay,
Fair enough.
The featured review. Okay, this film isn't Oscar worthy, but it's also not 3 hours long. That's your barometer.
Length?
What the fuck?
What does that mean?
Oh, it wasn't good, but at least it was short. No, nigga, what the fuck?
At least I could get out there and go do something else the rest of the day. Good.
Oh, I got stabbed in the heart with a pocket knife, but at least it wasn't a sword. What the fuck? Like, it doesn't make sense.
Well, look.
Yes, the acting wasn't the best, and some parts were very well overacted. What the
good word, no bad. What are you saying right now?
But the plot twists made more than made up for the deficiencies. I think this is my part. This is the thing that really pisses me off. I think it also did well addressing current social issues with a positive message, like we can all do better. Thank you, Tyler Perry, for addressing issues that most filmmakers don't. He didn't. He used it as a fucking MacGuffin to move this asshole shitty plot forward. He exploited it.
We haven't even started. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
I saw someone said this was a
I just like to point out I've not given my review yet.
Okay. Go ahead.
Because as angry as you are, you're 100% correct. All of you are 100% correct. But I, as I often do, I will go further into hating this movie. Which maybe I don't even know if I hate it as much as Terrence, but probably.
I don't think you do. Yeah, I don't think you do.
I mean, you came pretty strong. Look, I like a fun, stupid, bad movie. I'm okay with that. Like the backhand, that rock the world type of shit. Like I'm fine with making fun of that kind of
Fall
stuff.
from Grace was terrible, but it's fun.
It's fun.
Divorce in the Black.
Yeah, that movie's ridiculous. But again, like
they carried
spousal abuse is not really fun, but like he was really good in it.
Yeah, that dude was.
Corey Hardwick is pretty goddamn good in that movie.
They dragged that nigga's brother out in the first scene. He was dead.
Tyler Perry can make fun movies.
Right, and that's totally fine. They're not good, but that's totally fine.
Yeah, don't tell me them. Don't look me in my eyes and tell me it's a good Tyler Perry movie because I might smack the shit out you. Like as a person,
I will say this: I legitimately enjoyed. What is it? Why did I get married?
Why did I get married? I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
still,
I legitimately
it's
enjoyed
enjoyable,
it.
but I'm not going to call it an amazing movie. It's
No.
just good. Like that was one of his best.
Yeah, I would argue
it's
this.
like it's not. That's not a real. We're not playing pole vault right there. This is not even hurdles. This is jumping over the broom at a wedding, my nigga. So it's not really that difficult. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Tripping and falling over the broom.
Right.
This ain't even intentional. So I say all that to say this. The word you guys both used, Mike and Terrence, you used, is absolutely correct. It is offensive. And I'm watching the movie and I'm like, okay, this is bad. One, I have issues with like how it's shot. Like, movies shouldn't look like television shows that you made for $9. That's fucking irritating to me. But
it's the same cameras.
Yeah, it does. Okay, bro. So all of that, right? Like the technical aspects and everything are what they are, and it's classic Tyler Perry. But the movie is in itself offensive. What you did was take one of the most serious fucking topics. It is 2025, which, by the way, is the reason I started the episode with what I said. We are past the time of like playing the fuck around with race shit right now. We are at a cusp in fucking American society and in world society that shit is going seriously fucking wrong. And there's only a matter of time before they stop just coming for Latin folks and they start coming for us. And then I watched this fucking movie where a black man who is easily the most known black director on the fucking planet, not saying that's a good thing. I don't think that it is, but that is reality. Certainly the most known black director in the U.S. You go ask white people, name 2 fucking black directors. Tyler Perry is likely the first one they say, right? Even if they've never seen one of his movies. Right. Maybe they say Spike Lee, right? Which is sad. But he is the prominent fucking name that represents us in movies. He is. For better or for worse, always worse. That taking that responsibility and flushing it down the toilet by maybe throwing into the fucking conversation about black people being killed by cops, that like maybe black people are in on it and causing these issues secretly, and maybe white people aren't so bad. This is the fucking narrative you want to put out there?
Piss me the
I was
fuck.
like, yo, what the fuck are we doing? All these niggas are plotting to take down white cops. Even black cops are also in it to screw white cops. What narratives are you building, dude? What narratives are you building? I'm just telling a story. You have a responsibility with your art. You have a responsibility. And people go, oh, he doesn't have a responsibility. He's just an artist telling stories. White people don't have responsibility. They also have responsibilities, dude. Like, you're not Uwe Boll or some shit like that where like 9 niggas see your movies. You are a major fucking director. When you put out your art, it resonates whether you want it to or not, whether you think it stays in the community and every black person just understands and gives you a fucking pass or not. It leaves the community and people see this shit. So for me, no, I didn't like the movie. I found it incredibly fucking offensive. It's poorly written. It's poorly acted. Everyone in this movie fucking stinks, minus Ronrico Lee. I still like him in this, right? I do. I just think that guy's kind of a fun actor to watch. But it's bad. I don't know if it's bad because the dialogue sucks and maybe these actors and actresses could rise to the occasion in another movie. I don't know. But you all fucking sucked in this. And the fact that you were fucking involved in this movie, you need to go look at yourself and go, what the fuck was I doing in this? You are literally seeding black people's destruction. By the next time a black man gets killed, they go, well, maybe they are all in on it. Maybe they're just trying to get insurance money or whatever the fuck. Because you know how they be doing. You're putting that shit into the fucking world, man. Your fucking art matters, even though it's not very good by our standards. It still matters. I fucking hated this movie. I hated the fucking ending. It was fucking ridiculous. I didn't like how anybody talked to each other. I texted you guys. I was like, what is this scene
What is this
when they're having brunch?
What is this intro?
Like, they're having brunch and it's like mad aggressive. Yeah. Why is everybody?
No one likes each other. It's fucking bizarre.
Why?
Why are y'all friends?
Right.
Y'all friends
why are you? Why are you busting my balls? Like, what? What is
Somebody
happening?
needs to come clean. Come clean for what?
And mind you, we don't know these niggas yet. It's 2 minutes into the movie.
Right.
They
It
just
made
mad at
no
each other.
sense.
Like,
Right.
It
okay.
made no sense whatsoever. Like that person wrote on IMDb in the dumbest way. Like, there's tons of overacting and like chewing up scenery for just no. But at the core of this movie, it is deeply fucking offensive. And all three of you have said, we don't need to do any more Tyler Perry movies. And look, let me just say this. I agree. I'm fucking done. Fuck him. I don't need to watch it in 2027. I don't need to watch it in 2029. I don't give a fuck. Fuck it. To me, I'm done. Like, I cannot placate to black people seeding their own destruction through art. I don't like when Kanye does this shit, and I don't like when Tyler Perry does this shit. Kanye's got a fucking mental illness, but Tyler Perry doesn't seem to have one. He just can't stop shitting on black people for fucking money. Sorry, maybe you have affluenza since you're a billionaire now. Whatever the fuck it is, go seek help. Because I'm not supporting this shit. Fuck him very personally. Because this shit is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Black people getting shot in the streets. This nigga's like, why don't we make a movie where the white cop got set up by a black cop? All right, yo. Who wrote this? Who told you this shit was good? Do you have anybody in your team to go, all right, let me see your draft? I don't know, my nigga. I wouldn't do this. ChatGPT was like, nah, you got it, dog. Put it up. Like, what the fuck? What are you doing? You're making black people look like fucking assholes in this moment. It's, I mean, since forever, but especially right now. It's fucking ridiculous. No,
he was on Good Morning America 2 weeks ago, right? And he talked about why he wrote.
Free Luigi.
He talked about why he wrote this movie. Shit, like, free the kid, free the boy. He wrote this movie because he what did he say? He said he wrote this movie because he was tired of people taking advantage of what is it? Like movements and using them for their own gain, and like creating narratives about, like, I guess Black Lives Matter. Some of those people took money and shit like that.
That makes no sense.
He wanted to create a movie. He wanted to create a movie like talking about people like using political narratives for their own gain and using nefarious means to do so. That's the reason why he wrote this movie. That was his reasoning.
But so that's what you're doing, my nigga. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing.
So he heard that some branches of Black Lives Matter may be swindling people, so he wanted to amplify that.
That's right. What I got. And then he came up with this bullshit movie to kind of like, I don't know what his message is at the end of this movie. That stupid bullshit speech she gives at the end. She goes, it's like, I don't want people. It's about cops and like people of color and race relations, but it wasn't. She said it 2 seconds before she said that. She said that's not what it was about. I don't want people make it political, but that's not what it's about. It's about cops and race relations. But that it. All right.
Hey, okay, Robert Griffin.
RG3.
Again, we're already at the end, but like, you know, that's where we're at now with this nigga. He's a billionaire. I don't want to call this nigga a coon just yet because I don't think he is.
I don't think he is.
I don't think he is.
I don't like billionaires.
If you give me one more of these movies, yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Who is this? Who is this appealing to?
Niggas money. I don't know.
Who is it appealing to?
Understand
Black people?
I don't understand this.
All niggas are guilty of fucking setting up white cops. Who are you appealing to?
It's like, yeah, sometimes y'all niggas are guilty. This one in particular, he was cheating on his wife, so he deserved to get shot in the chest.
What is that fucking argument? Like,
I feel if you're gonna write a movie about how certain members of Black Lives Matter took advantage of the movement, you can tell that story without diminishing the seriousness of why the movement exists in the first place.
Thank you.
And you could create characters who do believe in what Black Lives Matter is supposed to do, and they create the activism around that, and you can tell stories around civil rights and all that stuff like that, and still have grifters as part as villains in a way, especially right now with grifters being able to do it so easily through social media and using all the buzzwords and everything like that. You can tell that story, but this isn't the way that this is not the way to do it.
You
It's
made all the black
especially
show, except for one. You made all of them,
right,
all of them.
right, and you made the white cop and also the old white lady uh, like just happenstance like victims or whatever, just like making them like, oh, I didn't know that that was going to happen, or I didn't mean to kill him. Like he set me up. No, no, and I don't like when we have to give conservatives or racists any talking points, but I feel like this kind of does because Tyler Perry is one of the most influential filmmakers out there. Period. And now you just need a subgroup of people, whether they're black conservatives or white folks or racists, to say like, but don't we have both sides who do this? Like,
That's what
no,
will happen. It's inevitable. That's what will happen. This is
I don't
seeded
wanna hear
into
that shit.
fucking society.
Right.
But now you
They'll
have a
say,
black director
well,
fucking
maybe
saying,
maybe we shouldn't hire black cops.
bingo.
Like,
Because
come
you know how
on,
they
yo.
be setting up white cops, right? Because white cops, they need black people to push them to do terrible shit.
especially since one of the cops in here had a record previously and was kicked off the force, and it's still a villain. Sorry, spoiler, I guess. It's just
You can't
what a
spoil
villain,
it,
man.
And look, people out there are going to be like, "Oh, y'all reaching, y'all doing too much." But like,
all right, cool. That just means you're bad at understanding narratives. Fuck you.
And look, I
That's
think
my
people don't realize. I think people don't realize how much like art plays a role in society. Like it shapes how we think,
100.
right? Because y'all niggas not watching the news, right? So it shapes how we think. And it can be overt, it can be subtle, but it does play a part in how we think. That's why that's why people don't want to see black people in movies. They get mad when roles are race swapped, because they don't want to see us like that, because they know, oh, if this person sees themselves in this, maybe they can do it. Like it's so no, I don't think we're reaching when it comes to the importance of art in society. As much as this can be called art. And
it elicits a fucking response. It's art.
yeah, that's literally the definition of art. It has to elicit some response.
Oh nigga, I have plenty.
So yeah, like
Fury?
no, I don't think we're reaching with that, man. Like
No, we're not.
and for someone with the pull and the funds and the resources that Tyler Perry has, which I respect, right? He started from homelessness and now he's a billionaire, right? Like that's the American dream. I respect it. But with great power comes great there must also come great responsibility, guys. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah.
Like I can respect what he's done. I don't have to like the art. I don't have to like the product that he puts out.
No, I don't.
I don't think you have to respect this either. No, I don't think this is also worth this movie is worthy of respect. I think.
No, this
This
movie gets no respect for me.
Like I mean,
he's saying he respects where he's.
I respect his hustle.
Oh,
I respect the fact that he made it, but like his output is garbage. It's trash.
Well, look, I'll go a step further. I'm beginning to not respect it. Your entire fucking journey. And I'll tell you why. Because getting all the way to the top off the backs of kicking black people down isn't a thing to respect. Right? Mm-hmm. Like, hey, Jeff Bezos made $1 trillion fucking company, but he did it by exploiting and destroying small businesses. I don't respect that. Like, so if the hustle is kicking our backs in for you to become a billionaire, I don't fucking respect that. I would rather you be fucking poor and have self-respect and give a fuck about the community that you came from than to be a billionaire and just make shit like this that trashes fucking serious things while people are being gunned down the street. You likely don't have to worry about being shot by cops. But people in your audience, your fan base, abso-fucking-lutely do. And what you did is you trivialized their lives, their very real lives. If I had this movie in the fucking tuck and I'm watching what's happening in the United States, I'm like, yeah, you know what? Got plenty of money. We're not releasing this movie, my nigga.
Yep.
Look, I know Amazon. I got a contract. Don't worry, I can write a new movie in 25 days. I got it. Right? Like write something else.
Direct it, put it out within 3 weeks because that's
fucking
what edit it.
Right. So you could have made something else, but you saw this movie and you saw what was fucking happening and you still released it. And even if Trump didn't win and everything was relatively quote unquote normal, Black people are still being fucking shot. What respect am I supposed to have when I think about like Trayvon Martin and all of these other, and Michael Brown and all of these other Black people who've been killed by police? And then I watch this fucking movie where you just trivialize the shit. Right. I expect this from a shitty white director. I don't expect this from a Black director who is the most prominent name in Black filmmaking. I do not expect that. Stick to the shit that you know, which is a bunch of fucking nonsense. That's fine. If it was like Tyler Perry's Duplicity and it was like a white cop shot a white guy and it had like nothing to do with race and they were trying to say, I wouldn't give a fuck. We'd be laughing about how dumb this fucking movie is. Who cares? But you took a very serious thing and you trashed it for profit, which his argument, they're using narratives to make money or whatever. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. You're taking this narrative, the very serious fucking situation, and you're using it to make money, and you're not taking it fucking seriously. You're not. That fucking bullshit ass speech. No. White cops killing Black people is fucking political. This is. You cannot be this fucking stupid just because you have $1 billion. Did your fucking brain fall out of your fucking head? It can't be that hard once you become rich that you just become a fucking moron. You can't. Right. And if you say, well, I didn't know that, then stop making movies. Shut your whole fucking studio down and sell it to somebody else if you don't know that this is not okay. Look, I know he'll never see this. Maybe someone will forward it to him and he'll laugh while he's laying on his bed of money. I don't
call
care.
You a highbrow Negro.
Yeah, good. Come on the show and we can talk about, we go through your whole fucking catalog. And we can talk about
if I'm a highbrow Negro, what that make you?
Right. Right. I'm from Baltimore, nigga. I didn't grow up in fucking Hollywood or anything else. Neither did he. But I certainly don't have a fucking $1 billion. And if I did, maybe I'd hire a fucking writer's room. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, let's start this episode.
We literally have not started a goddamn movie.
I'm so then this should go by pretty fast.
We doing a Micah writes a fucking movie review level speed on this shit.
Like I feel so vindicated.
No,
because literally the second I saw this trailer, I was like, "This is gonna be some bullshit. This is gonna be fucked up, and I was right. Vindication, or whatever the fuck that nigga says in that goddamn shit. Like I can't learn that show. Like I knew it, yo. I knew it. He can't write a good script. He has no nuance in his fucking brain to write anything of substance. I was so mad when I saw it. I'm like, yo, this is bullshit. This is gonna be fucked up. And
this is your
how right I was gonna be.
This is your dude. I told you, like you 100%. You get to brag on that. All right, let's fucking blaze through it. All right, so they end up on the boat. No. Fucking last 10 minutes. Jesus Christ.
Oh, shit.
So the movie opens with, what are these fucking people's names?
Marley,
Marley,
and
Rodney.
I don't know. Jerome,
Marley.
Rodney.
Oh, yeah. Kevin.
It's just the niggas from New Edition. So Fela, Marley, and
Bobby, Ricky, and Mike.
Exactly. Tony and Kevin, right? So they're at a Soul Cycle class or some shit like that.
Hey, let me ask you a question. When you're on a stationary bike, do you do like Tony and do fucking push-ups while you're on it? Like,
no, this is a thing.
Doing, yo?
No, this is a thing. Like there's like these classes that it's all like rhythm based.
Well, you gotta
you gotta
they do that. They do.
Yo, that's wild.
Yeah,
just ride a bike.
It's a whole body. It's a full body workout.
Yeah,
just ride a bike, yo.
I didn't realize everyone was in there. I didn't know the fucking news anchor and the producer was also in there. Right? So I didn't.
Oh,
the news anchor. Shannon, played by actor Shannon Lanier. So you know
Is
how
he an
well
actor?
he acts. You know how well he acts.
He's
When
not
your
an actor.
character's
His
name,
name is
when your character's name is the same as your name.
Yeah. Nah, that's because they be like Shannon.
He's not an actor.
Huh? Like, oh, me. Shit. All right. So just a fucking hilarious joke. I don't know that guy. I wish you well. I really do. So everybody's coming out of their Soul Cycle class or whatever, Black Soul Cycle, and so Fela is a news anchor, and Kevin, played by Ronrico Lee, is a cop, and Tony is a former cop. He's a private dick at this point. And then Marley is a lawyer. Black people are doing very well. Apparently, the cop is doing extremely well when we get to his $30,000 fucking Atlanta house. Jesus Christ.
And
I was
galore.
I was like, okay, this doesn't make sense. So Fela doesn't like Ronrico Lee's character. She hates this nigga. Like to the point where I'm like, this is wildly aggressive for it being
for 30 seconds in the movie.
2 minutes and 13 seconds in, and 2 minutes were fucking opening credits. I'm like, why is she so mad? God damn. She's like, don't invite that nigga to breakfast. Fuck that nigga. I hate him. Like, I hate his guts. He only sit in the back of the class to stare at our asses. I'm like, I mean, yeah, but like, why you mad about it? Like, well, they got stadium seating. I get it, nigga. Like, chill. You sit in the back. So Marley is like Susie positive. She's like, oh my God, everyone's great. Let's all have breakfast together before we go to work, you know, because we work from home and at school in this universe. And so Fela and Tony and Marla and Fela's husband, the fuck is his name? Rodney, they all meet to have breakfast. Rodney comes in.
Mama M's. Don't forget Mama M's, because she said that 9 times. Mama M's.
For breakfast.
That's where they're going for breakfast.
For breakfast.
Okay.
For breakfast.
Mama M's for breakfast. Mama M's, Micah. Mama M's, Jay. Mama M's, Jay, for breakfast.
I assume this is a real restaurant. Is this a real restaurant?
I don't know what state this takes place in.
It's in
Georgia.
Atlanta. Yeah, it's gotta be
You didn't say that. You ain't say that. Is there a Chesterfield? I'm sure there is. There's probably a Chesterfield in every fucking state, because that's
probably. I mean, look, it looks like it's probably Atlanta, considering that house later on. Like, that house don't exist anywhere that we could live. Like, get out of here. Gee, I wonder if that guy's corrupt. Was he driving a Lamborghini?
What time is it in the morning? What time is it?
I don't know. Like, it feels like these niggas are just really taking it easy going to work. Like, it's like 11 in the morning. You know?
Because they're like, hey, we're going to Soul Cycle. I got to get home to get dressed, and we're going to meet you at Mama M's
for breakfast.
You know, Mama M's. What time is it? And then she goes to work at the news station. What the fuck time does her shift start? 12?
She's afternoon.
She's an afternoon anchor.
She midday
on Channel 3. Early for us. The show is called Early for Us. Again, is this some nigga? Is some CPT shit?
But it's not early. It's early for us.
Again, that's offensive, my nigga.
Well, I would
what
say
are we doing?
She's an afternoon anchor, which
that's
probably explain why they're in a lot of debt. She's probably not very good.
Damn.
Sad.
But why is it called Early for Us? That's not afternoon. Is not like, unless he's saying like niggas is always on CPT time. 12 o'clock is early for us, and that's offensive.
Look, I like to think that he really thought that through just to be a fucking prick about it. You know what? Like, I'll allow it. It's like that took a lot of time. Okay. So the four of them meet, and it is the shittiest conversation between four friends I've ever heard. It's overly aggressive. Everyone talks to each other like they're about to have a fist fight, and these niggas are supposed to be at brunch. I've never been mad at brunch. They have alcohol there. That doesn't make sense. I didn't like it. This is what I texted y'all about. I was like, I don't like any of this conversation. Like, it felt weird. Like, it felt like nobody is reading their lines properly. It was fucking strange.
Everybody's confrontational in these fucking movies.
Yeah, for like no reason at this point. There's no reason to be. Smash cut to the police station. Ronrico is he's a cop. Kevin, and he's explaining about like how they're gonna take down these gangs or whatever. This is
All
the
right, guys,
most
you
like
see-
haphazard
you see-
bullshit I've ever heard.
You see all this? You see all this red stuff? That's crime, and the purple stuff, that's gang crime. And you know we gotta get all this crime. And apparently, the entire city is just
Gotham,
full of
nigga.
crime.
It's overrun.
It was Gotham City. I was waiting for the Joker and the Penguin to show up. What the fuck is going
It's
on?
like this is the most dangerous
God
city
damn.
in the fucking world.
Meanwhile, every scene is like scenic fucking houses and shit. I'm like, where's the crime?
Where do y'all
nigga?
live?
Where is it?
Shit makes no sense.
Chesterfield everywhere. I don't know.
Chesterfield,
Chesterfield,
US.
America.
Right.
Yeah.
So at a certain point, Kevin, he stops after he's done with his very detailed presentation. He stops Caleb, who is this young white cop, and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna be your field sergeant today. You gonna be with me?" And he's like, "Okay."
This is when I called. This is when I made that right here. No
Already.
bullshit. No bullshit. Because
That's what
Rico
you do?
Lee, this is when I
He
knew.
was too fucking
Because
shifty,
he was
dog.
too shifty. Right, he's too shifty, and he obviously doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. There's crime over here, so we got to patrol all these areas right here. So you know, I was like, well, this nigga did it. Whatever it is, this nigga did it.
I did have a feeling he was in on it because he told Fela that she was beautiful outside the
Yeah, I didn't like
cycling
his vibe.
place.
Like,
And
It just seemed weird.
creepy.
yeah.
Yeah.
And she's supposed to be
Like,
married.
he's-
I was like,
Right. If they're so cool, he knows she's married.
Yeah.
right.
So
Why
my
you telling her
husband
she's
would-
beautiful like that? Like, oh, but you look beautiful today. I'm like, don't
Like, nah, yo,
don't tell me I
don't
look
do that.
good in that tone.
Look, Yeah, look, fellas, I'm long, old, and married. Don't you ever tell my wife she's beautiful like that. I'll knock your fucking teeth out of your head. You're like, don't. I don't like that shit. Oh, you look beautiful today. Get the fuck out of here. Like, get the fuck out of here. No. Don't even look at it. Mm-mm.
I
wasn't
wasn't there. Right. I wasn't there yet, Michael. But I'm like, this nigga looks guilty.
I was
Like, he's like,
right there.
He's pulling off his best fucking like Alonzo from Training Day. Basically, this is Training Day for dummies. That's what this is.
Yeah.
That's what this movie is.
It is.
That's what this movie is. It's fucking
That's where I
stupid.
was. And I'll tell you. And when I sent that second text, I'll tell you exactly when I sent that second text that solidified it for me.
Well, for me,
Showed up
it
at
is
his
at
house like
10
the second time.
At
Whatever the fuck.
10:59 or 11 minutes in, when they're sitting in the squad car and he's like, "Oh, you don't want to go to these different areas, and you don't trust where I'm taking you and all that." I was like, "This nigga's corrupt. Like this nigga's corrupt. Like, get the fuck out of here. This shit doesn't make any sense. Why are you talking to this other cop like that?" Like
he didn't do anything yet.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be rookie cop, right?
Yeah, he's like a trainee.
White,
like,
so
yeah, he's like a pretty.
And he says in I think he says in the station, he's like, well, if a cop says shoot, you shoot, no questions asked.
That was it.
He's
Like when a cop says gun,
He says
you
that.
shoot.
Nope. Gun. When a cop says gun,
well,
no questions.
Nope.
You shoot.
This nigga did
There
it.
we go.
Yeah.
This
we got-
nigga's behind it.
Now the question is, how dumb is it gonna get? So, and it gets pretty dumb pretty fast. Rodney is out jogging. Rodney's out jogging. He's got his fucking beats on, so he can't hear shit. And he ends up going to some house, right? He like walks behind this alley or whatever and goes to this house. Somebody calls this woman Dolores.
Who made the fucking phone call? Who made the phone call?
They never
Who
said.
did it?
I thought it was Fela.
I mean,
That wasn't Fela.
They were supposed to deduce that it was her.
It was supposed to, but that wasn't her voice. That was not her voice, unless she was.
Yeah, you
Didn't
cheating,
know.
nigga. Yeah, he cheating. He's
Right.
cheating.
Yeah, because you should have.
He's
You
cheating,
could have
which-
been like, that voice sounds familiar. Like, nope. Yeah, I mean,
Wasn't
you're
her
just
voice.
supposed to imply it that was her.
And even if it was her, how the fuck did she know he was over there?
How she get the
She's
number?
going to
How
work.
she get?
How'd she get that white woman's
Alright,
number?
You know what?
And
Why
how
are
the
you asking
fuck?
these
How the fuck
questions?
did she know he was there?
Why are you asking
Like, look,
questions?
Look,
this movie
there's
deserves
another
every
circumstance.
scrutiny. Like, nah,
Look,
fuck.
there's another
I'm
circumstance that happens that I'm like, there's no way that anyone could have known like this lined up. Like it doesn't make any sense. We'll talk about it later. So the cops show up after this anonymous call from some black woman who's like, "Hey, white lady, there's a strange black man behind your house. You know, but I live behind you, but I saw this guy, and I think you should call the police." Bitch, why don't you call the police? Because if you live behind me, he's right at your house too. That shit doesn't make any sense.
So
The Lords don't ask too many fucking questions, right? Like this shit makes no sense.
She calls the cops. Yeah, she's like, "Oh shit, man, there's a nigga." And she's like, "There's a guy walking in the alleyway. He's black." I'm like, "Well, there you go. Okay,
all right, bring the guns. Bring as many as you can think of." Like, all right, what the fuck? And by the way, she calls, and like the whole point of this is to like pin this on this old white woman, right? Like, oh, see, you know how they be calling the police or whatever, and it's like, again, you're not qualified to talk about this issue. Like, you're really not. Like, just please don't do this. He pulls out, like, he's walking up. He's got his headphones on. The cops show up, and they're like, hey, you know, stop right there. But he doesn't hear them because he has headphones on. And he looks up and notices the cops, and he immediately pulls out his phone. And Ron Rico Lee's character is like, gun. And the white cop shoots him twice in the chest. And then when Ron Rico is like looking, but also like sinister, and kind of licks his lips a little bit, I was like, oh, this nigga is mad guilty. What? So then they do something really weird that doesn't make any fucking sense.
So what kind of phone is that? A sidekick?
Yeah,
I think it's one of those folding phones.
Yeah, this is mad.
Maybe like a Samsung folding. First of all, look, look. He pulled that thing out of his pocket. I'm like, first of all, why? Was he going to start recording the cops? Is that what he?
Yeah, that feels
like if two cops have their guns trained on me, I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? I'm not pulling anything out of my pocket.
No, absolutely.
I'm just not. And that shit looked like a fucking gun, my nigga. I'm like,
it did. It was mad big.
It looked like a gun.
This is something I was actually thinking about earlier when I was watching this, and I was like, you know, if Tyler really wanted to have a nuanced discussion around police shootings and when cops fear for their lives and things like that, that could have actually been it, right? That they could have really, or he could have really told a pretty nuanced story around that issue, because like in the following scenes,
not possible. Nuance.
My bad. Because in the following scenes, I'm like, I mean, I was like, well, it did look like a gun. I mean, like, so like, what are we like? If we say that it looks like a gun, and the cop has a split second decision on, do you wait for this person to pull out so there could be a gun and you get shot, or do you take the first shot? Like, right. I would be willing to watch something like that, because I think that has a lot to say about society right now and how polarized we are when it comes to these things, making more than just, very pun intended, a black and white issue.
Right.
But no,
you're absolutely right about that. Like, if that situation had been, that's the story of like, they kill, you know, he gets killed and this cop is like, oh my God, holy shit. And he feels horrible about it. Or even if that guy lived, but he was shot or whatever. And, you know, that's the method of like bringing people together and seeing like, maybe don't jump to conclusions. I didn't know it was a gun. I'm a cop. I know your job is hard. You know, black people, you got to deal with shit. Like, that's a conversation I'm willing to listen to. I'm immediately skeptical because people are really bad at those kind of conversations. But at the same time, that would at least be some level of effort about showing people coming together over this issue that is hurting everyone, but black people very specifically. That would be different. But this is, oh shit, nigga's a gun, conspiracy theory. Like, that's not that's not the same fucking thing. And that's a real fucking problem.
And you could have used Ron Rico Lee as that person who is like, who is kind of like, you know, I back the blue, and because this is our real lives, blah, 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 and this is what we have to go through. That could have been like your quote unquote villain, but I don't want to rewrite the movie because I don't know. Like Micah said, I don't know how to write movies.
Someone needs to.
So.
Yeah. This shit needs an extra cut. Yikes. So, all right. So from there, where am I?
They're live on the air, right?
Thank
They're
you. This
live
was-
on the air.
Nigga, this makes no sense.
And
Yeah, again.
like they're live on the air and they're having
don't know how
some,
shit
you
works,
know,
yeah.
some weird
You
cooking segment, and then breaking news. Good job, producer. Breaking news. A man just got shot by the cops and he's been identified as my anchor's husband. What the fuck?
Now,
Yeah, what kind of Ron Burgundy ass shit is that? And the person
Now,
who
here's
was
the
killed is
interesting
my go fuck yourself, San Diego? Like that would not
now
happen.
here's the interesting thing about this scene that I know none of you caught. If you go to 1358 and pause it and look at the teleprompter and see what it says, because she says it turns out that the victim is 36-year-old Rodney Black, and she pauses, right? She doesn't finish the fucking name because it's her husband and she freaks out.
Right.
Read what the fucking teleprompter says. It's cut off, half of it's cut off. But like, read what the teleprompter says.
All I'm seeing is
I don't have it up. Who
we'll
has
be
it?
right back after this
You
commercial
went to a
break.
commercial break?
No, it's at 1359. It says Rodney Black ellipsis. That's what the teleprompter says, my nigga. That's what the teleprompter says. It doesn't. I was like, of course it does, because Tyler Perry's a fucking idiot.
Does it really say that? I'm gonna go.
Yo,
look,
that's fucking wild.
That's
so
what it
funny.
says. It's at on 1358. You can see it's blurry, but you can see it. I was watching it on my TV, and I was like, "Hold on, ain't no motherfucking way that's what this shit says."
Yo, that's a
It
lot.
says black ellipsis. 1358 is the best way to is the. This is the quality that you get from Tyler Perry. Why would it say black ellipsis? ... Is it speech to text?
Right.
Yeah,
Or
I
is it
see.
nigga that was
I
typing
see,
on the
I see.
teleprompter.
Yeah,
say
because-
black
because
because we didn't.
They
finish
just put the
name.
fucking actual script
Right.
on the
Yeah.
teleprompter for her.
Yes, they put the script
Right.
on the teleprompter.
Don't forget
And
to
I was like,
trail off. Right.
Like-
Like it might as well be stage direction, nigga. It might as well be disappointed.
Yeah,
Like-
right. Like,
If that's what's on the teleprompter, why did you cut to that? Granted, no one is gonna see that, but like again, I was taking notes, nigga, and I'm like, yo, there's no fucking way. There's no way. That
that's
this is on
really,
And sure
really
shit,
funny.
That's
Wow.
terrible, yo. This is the level of production that you get with a Tyler Perry production.
Yeah, because he says we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Right, it's
Like-
right underneath that shit.
It's right
Yeah.
underneath it.
That,
Like,
he just put the script.
Yes.
He literally just put the script.
right. Like it's supposed to be like
Unbelievable,
all right, yo. All right.
Unbelievable. I couldn't. Like, you gotta be kidding me, man.
That's a good catch, by the way. That's a very, very good
It's
catch.
so fucking terrible, dog. Like,
Oh wow, it really is there.
Yeah, that's so
yeah, it's insanity, dude.
So Tony goes to Marley's job and she's like, "Oh my god, what are you doing here? Like, you're ruining my, you're
friend
ruining
is
my job."
dead.
And he's like, "Yeah, I got something to tell you." And she's like, "What is it?" And then smash cut to Marley running in the hospital to Fela, and he's like,
Let me ask you a
"They
question.
shot him. They shot him."
Did they just end the live newscast?
Yeah, no, we
They
good.
cut the commercial.
They cut the commercial break.
They cut the commercial and then just never came back. Like
No, yeah,
the
because they all
producer and the anchor are there.
Technical difficulties.
yeah.
Man,
Yeah, just like on The Simpsons, they have the guy like just drinking, like the image, like we'll be right
Yeah,
back.
Don Lemon and his husband was just was there right along with him. You know.
Yeah, like, don't
Because-
worry about it. So when they're all at the hospital, I guess they do this thing to try to be dramatic. The doctor comes up and he's like you
Drown
can't
out the
hear the
sound.
audio, but they're like, obviously your husband has died because he was licking the cheapest stamps in the book. That's me being an asshole. So he died of his gunshot wounds, and so the voice is muted, and then Fela starts crying and breaking down. I appreciate them muting the sound because I'm sure that she did not carry that scene well. Sorry. Like, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but your performance in this movie is abysmal up until this point and the same after. So,
that was the baseline. It didn't get any better.
she was doing her level best with the work or with the script she had. Everybody's back at Fela's house. They're all, trying to, figure out what happened. They're all very sad about it. Anyway, so I'm having a hard time giving a shit.
The producer's like, "Hey, I run the best investigative news division, Channel 3 in Chesterfield, and we will do anything we can to help." And the private eye is like, "I'll do anything to help too, babe."
That's exactly how the line was delivered.
and Marley's like, "I'm gonna find out who did it, and I'm gonna that cop, and I'm gonna bury that son of a bitch. I'm so sick and tired of these white officers killing us and getting away with it." Like, this is Cat Graham trying to seem like determined, but it just comes off as kind of vacant. Like, I don't
look. I don't know. I'm really trying to be easy on the actors here. The writing is so flat and boring. I'm not sure, outside of like an excellent fucking actor, and everybody here is less than that. It's hard to like. I'm trying to be nice. Like, they're not able to fucking elevate a mediocre script. They're not. They're just not. And look, that's not really a shitting on the actors. Most actors can't do that.
Oh, that's shitting on fucking Tyler Perry's writing, and that's not exactly the hardest thing to do because his writing is fucking terrible.
Yeah,
all the time. So. They do the best with what they have.
Yeah, well,
and,
sure. I mean, if that's what you want to go with, I believe you believe that that they're doing their best.
Look, I've never seen this woman in anything else, so I don't have a baseline to go off of. I've seen Tyler Lepley in other things. I mean, P-Valley, that's about it.
Wait, which one?
And Ronrico Lee.
Oh, he's Tony. Okay.
Drake. He's Drake. I'm calling this nigga Drake because that's what he looks like to me. Yeah, and the other chick, I don't know what the fuck was going on with her acting. She was awful.
It's not good. So at
this funeral.
Yeah. Okay.
They're at this funeral, and rival station Channel 9 is there. And this white woman, who is, I guess, the reporter,
doesn't say.
She's got one of the stankest looks on her face, yo. She's got like I'm a racist face, yo. Like, she's just she I don't know. Like, she ain't say a word, but you could just tell when a white person.
That was Fox News, man.
Yeah.
She's
That's
Fox
exactly
News
what that is. Like,
I'm glad he's dead.
Here, man.
Are we sure he's dead? Is there anyone else in there? Yeah, she sucked. And so Fela goes over to her and she just starts fucking screaming on her. And this white woman isn't like, "Oh my God, I apologize for her." She's just like, "I don't have lines in this."
She's just grinning.
Like, okay.
This woman looks like Charlotte Flair now. Like, she just looks weird. It's just odd.
Yeah, she does. She has some work done.
Yeah,
and again, I just feel like if this was going to be a more nuanced movie, there was an opportunity here to kind of show how the media is, or how certain forms of media can be complicit in this increasingly polarizing society. That could have been, because clearly that's a rival station, right? A rival news station that they kind of say, but that could have been like a Fox News-esque thing, like if this topic was going to be taken more seriously.
But
what was he doing there, and all the talking points, right? But no, it's just this woman screaming at this reporter, "Those racist cops killed my husband!" Like, it's
no black man.
It was Tyler Perry letting a black woman scream at a white woman, having authority for his fucking fan base. That's all that was.
Right, which really
level
cuts,
shit.
Right, but I'm sure people watched that and they were like, "Oh, that felt good," but that really cuts differently when you go to the end and you go, oh. So,
right.
How am I
Oh,
supposed
it
to
turns
feel
out
about
all
this?
these niggas set up this poor white guy. Like, what the fuck?
Again, why is that the narrative that you want to
This
Oh,
poor
God,
white
I'm
guy
so
married to a black woman, so he's obviously not racist. Come on, yo, what the fuck?
Did you know he was married to a black woman?
Yeah.
No, I
Oh my
didn't, nigga.
God.
I
that-
didn't. You didn't
that-
tell me.
I
so
remember
weird.
my reaction was, girl, if you don't get the fuck out of here. Are you serious?
Who are you? I'm
You
his
just
black
had your
wife.
black
I'm his black.
I'm like, what
just
is
commit another crime, by the way, by kidnapping this poor woman.
Right.
It's like, oh, now I'm complicit in fucking kidnapping. Cool.
I'd
All right,
rather not.
That's good. No, I don't think so, my nigga. But she came up with the plan. All right.
Oh, you know how black people are, right? That's the narrative of this movie. So they go back. I guess they're having the post funeral,
The
house
wake,
party.
nigga.
Yeah, no. But here's my thing. Here's my thing about this.
A post-funeral death party? Is that what you just
No,
said?
no. The reason why I said that, I know what a wake is. The reason why I said that is because I was thinking about this meme where it's like black people 20 minutes after you're in the fucking ground and they're like fucking dancing and shit.
Yeah. They
Like,
fucking dancing.
I mean, it's
It's a
just
celebration of life.
yeah, that's
You're
how we do
celebrating
it.
your life.
White funerals are fucking sad. This is another thing that's offensive to me. Black people don't react like this at funerals. Like, yeah, we sad or whatever. Where is the chicken, my nigga? And turn on some fucking old
Right.
school music, yo. Knock it off.
Frankie, Beverly, and Maeve.
Right.
What are we-
It's a fucking family reunion, yo.
Right. Play that shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you know why? Because who is that white woman in the back? Yikes. But yeah, no, like none of this feels like black people. Feels very weird. Also, this nigga is at a funeral and he got on a black shirt with he got a black on black suit, but he don't have a tie on. His shit just open. Nigga, you're not at the club, yo. You're not at the club.
Yeah,
This
remember
nigga's
you
guilty.
said that for another scene a little later. I'll bring it up.
Yeah,
Seems kind of inappropriate, but
you couldn't
they cut to a scene where Marley and Fela are in her bedroom, and this was the scene where I was like, or Fela has something to do with it. This is when I sent
Yeah,
the
'cause
amended
she was-
text. And this scene
what
right
time,
here,
What time is this in the movie?
It's like
24,
24:30 or
22.
something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Because she specifically says, I don't know how I'm going to do this. He took care of everything. What will I do for money? You're a primetime news anchor. What
Well, we
do you
don't know what time
mean?
she's
What
on
are you gonna
television
do
because it
for
could be
money?
between
Nah, yo,
8 o'clock and
nah.
12:30. I don't know.
Look.
Early
Look,
for us.
if it was in the morning, you'd be making more money. So get the fuck out of here. I don't know what I'm gonna do for money. You're a news anchor.
Yes.
What the fuck you mean you don't know what you're gonna do for money?
She could
You think
always move
Denise
out.
Coke? You think Denise Coke is out here fucking putting out scams to sue Baltimore for $15 million? Get the fuck out of here.
Nigga, Denise Coke. That's a wild pull.
Oh shit! Didn't she recently quit? Didn't she recently retire?
Did she retire? I think, right?
I think she
She
retired.
was
Yeah.
in the
100
game
years
for
old.
like 40 years. nigga.
That's a wild local pull.
Funny.
Yeah. So yeah, poor Fela. She don't know what to do. Apparently, none of that rings weird to Marley. She's like, oh, my friend is just really concerned about money on the day of this nigga's funeral. But okay, super strange.
So much debt. Well, what the fuck you doing rolling around in a Range Rover?
Well, I mean, it is Atlanta. Like, they got to do something. So then Marley meets with the DA, not played by CCH Pounder, obviously, but and this is a very weird situation because she's so fucking hyper aggressive and like weirdly unprofessional. Like, okay, they're two lawyers, right? Like, I understand you got to do your lawyer shit, like the dance of like, I'm gonna sue you. Oh, you better not. No. But like, it's weird. And then it's like the DA is like, well, we have the body cam footage, and she's like, bitch, I don't need no body cam footage. Fuck you. And then she shows it to her, and she's like, you were right. It do look like a gun. Like it was just fucked up. Like it was a weird fucking. It's an entirely weird conversation. It's just very.
That body cam footage was 4K and like.
Yeah, mad.
This body cam. First of all, the body cam. How tall is Ronrico Lee? Is Ronrico Lee 7 feet tall? Because that body cam footage.
No, I know exactly how tall he is in this movie. 6'1". Because that's what his fucking record says. I was like, Ronrico Lee is not 6'1".
Get the fuck out of here.
Ronrico Lee is 6'1". I'm 6'5". Hello, welcome to the show.
What the fuck?
Yo, again, I paid attention to a lot. When she was looking at his fucking his profile picture, the height said 6'1". I was like, nigga, you are not
6'1".
Ain't no motherfucker. Then everyone else in this movie is
that nigga is 5'7" in real life.
Oh, that's right.
He's the height of our girl. No,
oh my god.
No, he's 5'7". Like, come on.
That's hilarious.
6'1".
Like, come on, yo. Even Ronrico Lee wouldn't lie about that shit, yo.
I mean,
Yo, that's
like,
out of here, dog.
He's just like every dude on a dating app that lies about their height.
You just round up to 6 feet. Like, just round up.
Yeah.
No, that was his fucking his police record, his police profile.
No, I get it. I'm just saying.
Up.
That's what he was trying to
like,
do. They were just trying to round that shit up.
Like by 7
6'1". 6'1".
Like, okay.
Get the fuck out of here, yo.
That makes me laugh.
That shit's hilarious, yo. Oh man. Good lord.
That nigga's body cam was a GoPro on top of his head. God damn.
He's so tall. No, he's not.
Oh shit.
So after she sees the body cam footage, she's really Marley's really upset. She leaves. She calls Tony. She's like, I saw the body cam footage. It really did look like a gun. I'm real sad. He's like, stop at the local Shell station. They paid for advertising. I'll meet you there.
Now here's the interesting. Before we go on, here's the interesting about the body cam footage, because dude shoots him. Caleb shoots Rodney, right, and he starts providing CPR. On the body cam footage, it's clear as day that Ronrico Lee tells him to stop.
Right.
Yeah.
When the guy's not dead.
He's done. And the guy even, and Caleb even says,
no, he's not.
Caleb even says he's still breathing.
Right. So what the fuck are we doing right now? The body cam footage shows that the nigga that's recording it is telling this dude to stop providing fucking life-saving CPR.
I mean, maybe these are the hints that something is amiss, right?
Yeah,
what, the sledgehammer?
But the DA is like, yeah, this is the body cam footage, and this is
right. And the DA don't see it.
Not dead.
He's like, yep, nothing wrong here.
These are terrible lawyers.
Very strange.
So stupid. Okay. Anyway,
Marley goes and sees Dolores, the white woman who called the police initially, and
I hated this scene. I hated this fucking scene.
It's very odd. It's very odd. Hey, so what happened? Oh well, I got a phone call from this person, and blah 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 blah. And like, who lives there? Wait a minute. After I've given you like 25 answers, hey, who are you, by the way? I'm just a friend. Bitch, I ain't gonna answer none of your fucking questions. I'm gonna call the police. Well, what are we talking about right now? Like, it was really
like, okay, go ahead. What the fuck? Like, bitch, go ahead. And then she goes to talk to the neighbor, and this is supposed to be comedy. Like, this ain't funny, nigga. This is not funny.
Let me ask you a question, yo.
I did not care for that scene at all. Can I sue her for feeding the goats or whatever? Why are you saying this to me? This movie is
like,
all right.
I was
again
something that bothered me. I don't know why it bothered me.
Some Medea shit.
Yeah, it was
something that bothered me, and I don't know why, but it did. At 36:17, the producer is dressed like he's getting ready to go to the club, yo. Like, why do you have 3 buttons unbuttoned?
Nigga.
Yo, you at work, bro. You at work.
I'm telling
you ain't singing. You're not singing blurred lines. You at work, nigga.
Even I got that one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why.
Sure,
I mean,
untucked, got all this shit hanging out. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's really weird, man.
Work.
Yeah,
the anchor don't have a jacket on.
Yeah, like why?
Yeah, what was going on?
Like, why you got your taco meat out? What's
It
going on?
was like, yeah, the women ain't out. We gonna play today. Like, what the fuck are you doing, nigga? Like, what y'all got going on over there? Just like this nigga shirtless. This nigga ain't put his fucking jacket on. Okay. Like,
Yeah, I don't really understand that. Like that feels
just bothered me, yo.
that feels like a choice, like a real
right.
Yo, Tyler Perry's choice. Like,
yeah, with Tyler Perry, like
top.
Yeah, like take one more.
Like, are we gonna pretend that Tyler Perry is not, gay?
Or
are we gonna do this? Are we gonna keep doing this or bisexual? Whatever.
Are we still doing it for Queen Latifah? If we're still doing it for Queen Latifah, we can do it.
We're not doing it for Queen
Latifah.
Okay, when we're not doing it for Tyler Perry.
Like, nigga, I told you that story. Like when I was at the fucking studio with my uncle way back in the day. She came to the studio with her girlfriend, her friend.
Yeah,
back in like 92 or some shit. Like, the girl just happened to be her friend.
I mean, it's a really weird thing that's still like some people like that she's not open.
Do people still think like, come on now, like, come on? We love Queen Latifah. Like, come on, man.
Queen Latifah stepped out with her partner like recently.
Oh, okay.
She did.
All right, well, that's good.
I didn't we don't have to pretend for Tyler Perry.
Well, what was that movie she was like? I mean, if niggas watch Set It Off for 2 seconds,
Set It Off?
Like you can figure it out.
She really wasn't acting.
Nigga, nobody's that good of an actress. Like, gee,
but yeah, like, nah, man. Like, come on. He does this. He's like, I'll do it for my audience and yourself. It's fine, my nigga. Like, come on.
It's cool, bro. Like, you got $1 billion. Like,
there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, you
literally got fuck you money, bro. Like,
or fuck him money. Whatever. I don't care.
Like, look, we know, dog. It's fine. You got a kid. From your beard. It's fine.
It's fine. I don't care.
But we like, dude. It's like this. These two guys. I don't know if y'all caught it, but like, I'm like, these dudes are gay coded to me.
I can
That's
see
what
that.
it felt like
because they're
like,
always together.
He was talking about they're always together. But he was in the beginning, Shannon was talking about like, I got kids and I'm like, okay, that don't mean nothing.
No, it don't.
Tyler Perry got a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Adoption is a thing. Like, it's fine.
That's also true.
I don't know.
They are very gay coded. You're absolutely right about that.
I assume they were a couple. But
maybe that's why
did they ever establish if Marley was a good lawyer or not? Because
no, it's established. No, she's not.
Well, apparently she got Tony.
They got Tony $300,000.
Yeah, from the city when the police tried to set him up or some bullshit, but maybe the police just tricked her into getting him that money. So maybe she's not. Maybe she's just a shitty attorney.
I think
she's because she has that scene with the other DA, who is a dark skinned black woman, who is defending this white cop.
Yeah, there you go.
Message or whatever. And she's like, by the time I'm done, but the entire state will be begging to settle. And I'm like, but why? But
now who does that?
But why? But also,
did y'all hear how she read that? Did y'all hear how she read it? Because that's exactly how it sounded in the movie.
Yeah, flat as fuck. She delivered those lines like how I sing to my daughter with no pitch in my voice at all. Because I can't.
But like it's I found that scene to be so weird because I'm like, but the thing, it did look like a gun when he was taking it out of his pocket.
It did.
So
it did.
Like, what is your argument that this is such a open and shut case? And then he's like, well, he's dead, and he's a black man who got shot by a white cop. I'm like,
yeah, that's usually how it works.
And like, I hate to be like, but it's like, and like, what? There has to be more here.
Yeah, she's not a very good lawyer, my nigga. Like,
what's your evidence, shorty? Like, what you talking about? You don't have any. You just seen the footage. It's like, oh, that's why she was like, oh shit.
Damn, they got it.
Damn,
they got that. They got this nigga dead to rights. Like, I mean, they don't, but like, what the fuck is? Yeah, you need an argument. Also, and I'm gonna fast forward like super quick here. I don't like that the villains are all brown and the fucking hero is light skin. I really don't. I don't care for that.
That's what I said. I was like, everybody ain't shit, and then like
Isn't Tony
everybody's
like
terrible.
Oh well, all right. The other dude, Tony is he's a light dude. That's fair. So all right, fast forward. We see a scene of like Ron Rico Lee, Kevin is talking to Tony, and he's like, "Look, I heard that the white cop came over to y'all house last night, trying to talk to you. I'm gonna have a conversation with him, and I'm gonna keep an eye out on Fela's house, make sure she's okay. I'll just be across the street, my Lamborghini or whatever. But I'll just be across the street. She won't even know I'm there in my $700,000 fucking sports car. She won't even notice me. Everybody's
Well, I don't think he was driving that car just yet.
Well, I'm sure he's driving a fucking police car. But I just like to point out that he's driving like a $200,000 car, and nobody can figure out if this nigga's corrupt or not. Okay, do you have detectives that work there? What the fuck?
Like,
Is there
this is another issue. This is another issue with the movie. You're fast forwarding, but I don't know if he bought this car just yet. Because here's the thing: the beginning of this movie and the end of this movie is a 7-month span.
That's true.
The first 3 months, like he gets shot the day of. 3 months later, she settles for the $15 million. Once everything is said and done with that, it's 4 months later. So all of this is the 3 months before they settle. So I don't know if he got the car or not.
All right, fair enough.
Again, the time frame of this movie doesn't make any fucking sense.
Well, and also
speaking of time frames, at some point in this movie, the private investigator Tony found out some information that he didn't share with Marley, the lawyer, right? This woman, this is a whole subplot because she's got trust issues.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you tell me about
that? Defend it, Tiara. Defend it.
She's like, why wouldn't you tell me this information? Well, I didn't think it was valid. I wasn't sure. I needed to make sure because I didn't want to just put it out there.
Or relevant to
right. And it wasn't my information to tell you, right? It wasn't my information to tell you. And she was like, no, I've got trust issues. You should have told me. You're sleeping on the couch tonight.
What?
They win the case.
Oh, okay.
They win the case. They win the case. They win the case. 4 months later, this nigga is still on the fucking couch. No, get the fuck out of here.
Nah, we're breaking up.
This nigga got his own house, right?
So wait.
He's not like
he got $300,000 from the fucking cops last time.
This gave me. I had questions. And I was like, wait a minute. So he's like, there's nothing that I don't have much left from the settlement, but we could share some money. Like, how much money did you get, and what did you do with it? One, but also 4 months on the couch. What is the relationship between Rodney and Marley again? Are they supposed to be like? She's like, oh, he's like a brother to me. But why? Because he was not talking to you like a brother at that diner scene. So I don't even know why we are supposed to be.
That's
so
Mama May's
invested.
for breakfast or whatever the fuck.
But like, why are we for breakfast? Why are we supposed to care about this relationship that we saw 2 seconds of? And the 2 seconds we saw was so hostile.
Right, there is no connection between those two characters whatsoever.
I don't care.
Best friends.
I don't care about this movie.
I think this nigga's trying to kill you. You don't like that.
No one likes each other.
Unless you were secretly in love with him and maybe y'all had a thing in the past or whatever, and he was the one who got away. Like, there could have been so much more there. And now, but it was like, nah, he's like I know he's like a brother to you. I do love him. And then it's like, why are you busting my balls, bitch? And it's just like, whoa, are we sure they like each other?
Like, damn. Okay.
He's my best friend.
Right. It just none of this makes any sense. And this nigga slept on the couch for 4 months. Does he not have a home of his own?
But also,
I'm done.
Yeah, homosexual.
But also, like, you're on the couch for 4 months over someone. Your partner's putting you on the couch over someone who they were not in a relationship with.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna defend this woman a little bit. Not 4 months. I'm not. That's crazy. I'm gonna tell you this. I am not okay. Like, if Micah cheated on his wife, and I never told my wife, she'd be pissed about that. Like, that's legit. Right. Would I sleep on the couch? Let me think. Fuck no. What the fuck? She'd be like, why did you tell me? I'd be like, I mean, that's his story to tell. He a piece of shit. Look how big his fucking head is. He's a weird nigga. I don't know. Like,
Yeah,
like,
Rodney's weird, guys. This guy playing Rodney is weird.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here.
This is just a metaphor, right? Like, but she wouldn't be like, I can't trust you. I'd be like, the trust issues are clearly not on this side of the fucking equation. That nigga cheated. But why are we still mad about this?
Right.
This nigga got shot twice. What the fuck are we talking about right now? But she's like, no, I got trust issues. And what did she say is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. Because I rewatched
a person does one thing is how they do everything. What a wonderful attitude to have, defense attorney. What a wonderful attitude to have.
It doesn't make any sense. That was the weirdest statement I've ever heard. One, like writing wise, that's bad. Like delivery, it was terrible. But logic wise, like you said, like as an attorney, that makes no sense. But as a human being on earth, the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. I assure you,
also,
it isn't. I assure you, it isn't.
But what did her
And he
ex
immediately
do?
called her out. And he immediately called her out. It was like, well, what about all the good stuff I've done?
We'll take your ass back to the couch.
Like, all right, get out of here. Get out of here. Like, look.
But like,
look,
why does she have trust issues?
Please don't be offended about what I'm about to say, TR. Please don't be offended by what I'm about to say.
I'm already offended.
That's the most realistic woman thing I've ever seen in a movie. She makes an ill-advised point. He's like, but what about all this? I need time. All right, get out of here.
This feels more like this has come from personal experience and not a woman.
I'm just saying, yo. I'm just saying.
Shit.
I'm just saying.
She just like knocked the fucking glass over. Was like, oh shit, I gotta go.
But why does she have trust issues? They like because Fela's like, if
right,
you're never
all of a sudden.
Because of
like,
her,
all of a sudden.
Because of her ex.
Well, what did her ex do?
I don't know.
You don't know. You don't know. No matter.
You know
Why
how
you bring up
black
old
men
shit?
are. You know how black men are. You know, lies and shit, right? Like that.
They're all liars and cheaters and like schemers and scammers.
I mean, maybe he was really bad. Maybe he was really bad at vacuuming the floor at their house, and she was like, "The way you do one thing is the way you do everything, and I hate the way you did this, so we're gonna break up." And I have trust issues.
When she said that shit,
that's one of the dumbest lines I've ever heard.
It was one of those. It was like from Dear White People. It was just like, oh, throw your hands up, yo.
There was
what are we
something else
doing?
in this movie, and I just remembered it, but it was something that really bothered me, and it's probably a small thing, but I'm like, couples don't really do this, right? Like, where you're
sleep on the couch.
No. Like the diner scene at the very beginning, and Fela's like, I introduced you to 8 months ago. So when are you gonna get married? I'm like, yo, that's mad intrusive. And, like, why would you?
Yeah, mind your fucking business.
Couples don't do that.
Eat your pancakes.
Couples don't do that. Adults do that to their adult children. Parents do that to their adult children. That's who does that.
Nah, if somebody did that to me, you put me like it's like being in, I don't know, like LA Confidential. You're like putting a spotlight on me, like, where were you on January 1st? Like, why are you being so fucking aggressive when you get married? I don't know, but I ain't inviting your stank ass now, so fuck off. Like,
when are you giving me some kids, some grandbabies?
Oh yeah,
some grandbabies. Yeah. My sister getting harassed and shit. Like, don't listen to her. Don't listen.
Nah, I'm not doing that with my daughter. Take your time. Fuck these niggas out here. Like, no one's good enough for you.
Or don't.
Yeah, don't. You know, girls are nice. Like, don't talk. Men are a problem. So then we meet,
especially according to fucking Tyler Perry. All niggas ain't shit.
Yeah, no kidding. So after leaving, by the way, the reason why we find out about the 4 months on the couch shit, again, we would have been broken up 3 months and 29 days ago. Get the fuck out of here. That's insane.
Yeah, I'm not sleeping on no couch, man.
No.
Get out of here.
No. I can't imagine my wife being like, go sleep on the couch now. I'm like, we both pay rent here. Like, at our house. Like, no. The fuck? Like, absolutely not. No, absolutely not. You go sleep on the couch. Don't. But she's like, I'm going to the gym. It's like late night, right? And he's like, oh, I'll come with you. And she was like, no. And he's like, I've been laying on this couch for 4 months. I'm like, I bet your back hurt, nigga. Like,
I was like, whoa. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. What?
Yeah.
When he said that shit, I'm like, ain't no fucking way.
Very
Go
strange.
home, nigga. What the hell?
Yeah, super fucking. So they leave the gym, and lo and behold, our power couple is outside of the gym. They just got their sauna on or whatever. Again, these dudes work together, but they're together a lot. Like, they had Soul Cycle together. They had the gym late night together, getting their sweat on. Like, they don't got all their buttons up. Like, just say they're gay, dude. Like, just say that. You don't have to hide it from your audience. Like, it's fucking weird.
Also, like, do you think that, like, if he were to just outright, like, have a positive gay couple, do you think that would help in his base, who is, largely Christian
conservative,
and
black
lower C
Christians.
conservative? Like, do you think it would help ease them into accepting gay people as, like, human fucking beings and members of society that needed to be treated with the same amount of respect as anybody else?
You would think, but if you're
It would be
deeply
nice,
closeted,
right?
but if you're deeply closeted, you don't want to fucking do that. Instead, you just code them, and they just, you sprinkle these people around your movies, and hopefully no one notices. We
How do
fucking
people not
noticed,
know that-
Tyler.
Yeah, how did they not know already? Like, I mean,
No, people are
They don't want to
amazingly ignorant.
believe it.
Yeah, people are amazingly ignorant about a lot of shit.
that was a dumb question for me to ask, because considering the state of the world, yes, of course, people would just ignore
Right. People don't want to believe
Conservatives
it.
don't realize that Lindsey Graham is gay. Okay, like,
and so is Tim Scott.
is he? Oh my god!
Well,
but he was engaged.
there's that.
I was told he was engaged.
Is he still engaged to that white woman? Or after he was not in the
Nah,
fucking
nigga, the
after
sweet
his
is
ass
over.
to the out with the bathwater. That nigga, she was like,
that
"Well,
man-
where's my check, nigga?"
Nah,
man
sweeps is over.
definitely,
She was like, I gotta go.
He definitely shaved his beard. He's good. He's free.
Yeah, well, that's a shame.
So she gets kidnapped after she leaves the gym by great value John Cena, the cop, and you can't unsee it. Once you just can't unsee it. And so he's like, listen, I know you think I'm a piece of shit racist cop, but it turns out I'm a good person. I'm one of the good ones, right?
I'm one of the good ones that just kidnapped you, but that's not
ignore that. There. Yeah, but like, I'm using this as a way to like do positive things. Like, all right, cool, thanks, Punisher. Get the fuck out of here. So they introduce this white woman. Her name is Anna Lewis. Anna Lewis is this character played by Angela Halili. She reads so flatly and delivers these lines so poorly that it's almost impressive. She's like, I was dating Kevin, the police officer. He was incredibly sweet to me. I also met Rodney. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, speed it up. Put this on 1.25. Like, let's go. Good God. So apparently she dated Kevin, Ronco Lee's character. He's possessive and crazy. Like, when a switch goes off, he's like nuts or whatever. And then she said, and then she talks about Rodney, and Marley gets pissed, and she's like, you were cheating with Rodney and Kevin? And she says, no, I wasn't. And then proceeds to talk about how she also dated Rodney. I'm like, so you were fucking both of them, which is what the fuck she just said. Like, this is the thing that I was super confused about. Am I reading this wrong?
You are reading it wrong.
Okay, because then the dialogue fucking sucks.
By the end of the movie, because I was fucking confused myself until I saw that phone that seemed to have the ultimate charge on it, but that's neither here nor
yeah, it's like, yo, how long has it been under there? It's in low power mode for 6 months.
Anyway.
Yeah, wasn't it like a name? We spoil it. Wasn't it like a name change or some shit?
Well, no. What happened was she was dating Tony.
Yeah,
but he used Kevin's name.
Kevin's name.
I was like, we can look. We're at the shenanigans part. Well, like, the whole movie's been shenanigans. But we're at the point now where it just completely went off the fucking rails. He gets kidnapped. She gets kidnapped by them, and they go to the city hotel and whatever. And the woman, Anna Lewis,
Anna Lewis
is like, hey, she tells him this whole thing. What the black, his wife tells her that, and before they say, hey, what about this record you have on your military record, right? You beat up a black man.
Soldier, right?
You beat up a black man, and the woman and his wife is like, no, he was protecting me from some ignorant ass ain't shit nigga, of course, because all niggas ain't shit in Tyler Perry movies.
Yeah,
and
he was dark skinned, by the way, apropos of nothing.
It was right. He was a dark skinned black man, was beating the shit out of me, and he was protecting me. That's why that was on his record. And he lied and said he called me that he called him a nigger and all this other shit. So that was false. And then Anna Lewis is like, well, Tony said or Kevin was like, well, he's two people, he's evil. And I was afraid he was going to kill me, so I started recording him. And I left the phone up under the bathroom sink, or whatever the fuck she said. Yeah. And she was like, what? And she's like, here's the code 9G7269. I'm like, that's not a phone code, first of all.
That's not a phone code.
Yeah, like, nigga, why are there letters? Why are there letters?
Again, why are there letters in there? Anyway, so that's where we're at now. So she finally goes to this mansion. And then,
yeah, I mean, I saw that it was Tony on the video, but I was like,
right.
Like, did she mention that there was this name change thing? Because, like, I totally missed it.
No, she didn't. She didn't
Okay,
know.
thank you.
We found that out at the end when he's like, hey, man, the funny part is why you use my name in that fake profile.
Oh, that's right. At that point, I was like,
that one-off fucking line.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, man.
Okay.
Also, that's weird. That's really weird. That's weird. It's a twist for twist's sake. It doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Oh, you know what also doesn't make sense?
Twists already at that point. Like, that doesn't make.
You know what also doesn't make sense? Terrence pointed out that Marley is looking up Kevin's information, and Kevin is 6'1". He's also, his weight is somewhere around 195. No, yo. Okay. You're not Terrence.
I'm 6'2", 195, my nigga.
Right.
Right. What are we talking about?
Rico Lee is not built like Terrence, yo. Like, it's just not. Like, what the
He's
fuck?
built more like me. And he's
exactly. And he's 2 inches shorter, right?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Which I'd like to point out as often as humanly possible. Someone is shorter than me.
This is fucking ridiculous.
And he's been on the force for 30 years, and he's still a beat cop. Well, he's a lieutenant, but like, he's been on the force as long as the bad boys have been on the force, and he's still out in the streets.
I mean, in fairness, black men just cannot get ahead on the police force.
They really don't want to leave the fucking squad cars. But all right, 30 years, nigga. 1996 is when you started. It's 2025, bro. Either retire or like get behind a desk, do something.
It's supposed to be a detective. I mean, there are no decent detectives in this little the city that y'all live in.
They couldn't find Caleb. This nigga been on a run for 7 months. They couldn't find him, but all right.
In the same small town. This nigga ain't left the radius of the city. You just can't find him.
He's staying at a motel.
Wait.
Sketchy motel, by the way.
At a fucking Hojo's, they can't find.
Also, I really didn't appreciate the fact that the producer and the anchor kept going on and on and on about how sketchy this neighborhood is.
Sketchy the fucking hotel was. Like, fuck off.
This looks sketchy. This looks sketchy, guys.
I wouldn't live here. I'm glad the two of us live in a lovely neighborhood that is very gentrified and totally fine.
Wait.
Our African children.
But at this point, they had already settled the case, and so shouldn't Caleb be free and everything? Why? How are they ruining his life? Because they made it seem like as if
he was.
No, they had a warrant out for his arrest.
He had criminal charges on him. They were trying to find him at this point.
But he was just
on the run. Howard Johnson.
Yeah, he's just staying at the fucking Motel 6 on the fucking at the end of the block. He just couldn't figure out where he was.
The light on for you. They don't say that no more, do they? We'll leave the light on for you.
Nah, they don't. They're like, nah, fuck you.
Anyway, so yeah, they were still looking for this nigga even after he kidnapped fucking Marley. Yeah, that is.
But I don't
him
think
and his wife, him and his black wife.
Yeah, I don't think they report. I don't think Marley reported that she got kidnapped. So.
No, she didn't. No, because this happened 4 months. This is after the $15 million settlement that Marley got.
Right,
and she just left. She just disappeared. Like, what the fuck? He's like, I don't talk to Marley either. He's like, well, do you have a new number? She's like, she changed her number. He's like, I thought she was supposed to be your best friend. The fuck?
Y'all went the whole cycle together. Like, what happened?
All right.
So
Cool.
Marley, after listening to the further story about the phone and everything else, she decides to go to Kevin's house. She tracks down Kevin's house. I don't know what the rental price is for this home. Apparently, they say it is a rental. I assume the rental price is $15,000 a month. This looks like a house that the dude who dips his face in the bowl of ice water would rent. That fucking dork ass loser. What does that guy do for a living? What does that guy do for a living? And she goes to like check it out. And then surprise, surprise, Tony pops up. He's like, I got you, girl. I'm with you. Like, I'm not hiding in the shadows and shit. I'm doing it for normal reasons. And, like when you come up on somebody, the first thing you do is grab your hand around their mouth like, I love you.
Right.
Don't worry, it's just me.
Right.
Hand gagging.
So, yeah, what's wrong with you, nigga? Like,
come out the darkness, hand gagging people. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, just to like, it's just me. Like, hey, Marley, it's me. He's like, bitch, I got you. Like, all right, like you're making a lot of noise.
And then they got rolled up on anyway.
Right. What an amazing private investigator he is.
Terrible movie.
Hey, Inspector.
He rolls up on this nigga in Bumblebee, nigga.
A yellow Lamborghini.
Right.
What the fuck? Like, you couldn't see that shit coming a mile away. All right.
You couldn't hear it. It's like,
yeah, Lamborghinis aren't exactly electric vehicles, my nigga. So it's like it's incredibly loud, like visually and fucking audibly. So all right, cool.
Yeah, it should make no sense.
That's cool.
By the way, I also like that she parked away from the house. Like, there's nothing else around.
In the driveway?
Yeah, they can see your car. It's a
She pulled up to the house with the headlights on, and then when she got there, she turned them off. And I was like, well, that
defeats the fucking purpose. You idiot.
This doesn't make any sense. So he pulls up in the fucking Lambo or whatever, and he's like, hey, why don't y'all come in? Like, sent y'all weirdly across the street, acting strange. And she's like, all right, I guess. And, I'm sure Tony's like, oh, hopefully everything work out and I can get off the couch tonight. Sounds like a great idea.
Yo, this Tony shit really pisses me off, man.
Didn't make any sense.
This Tony twist, it makes no sense. It makes no fucking sense.
That's what I'm telling you. That dialogue confused the shit out of me. I'm like, who are you talking about?
No,
man?
it's incredibly confusing. Even after all is said and done, it's still confusing because he just puts like one or two lines to try to fucking explain it away. And if you're not paying that much of attention, which is not exactly the most difficult thing to do, you're just like, I don't understand what the fuck is happening. Right. Like I said, I hate this movie so much. I needed ammunition to show you how fucking stupid this movie was.
There's plenty
to be perfectly honest with you, like me and my wife are at the age where we gotta have subtitles on when we watching shit, right? Like it's
no, because you miss shit. You miss shit
because you miss shit. And the only reason I caught it is because the subtitles. She said Kevin, and the subtitles said Tony, and then his line, and I was like, "Yeah, what?" Like we had to pause it and mull together what the fuck was going on.
I did it today. I was like, wait, what?
So they go into this house. It's decorated by a lunatic. There's just no color, which bothers the shit out of me personally. He's like,
it's not a rental anymore because he bought it. He said, I bought it. Because he says,
this nigga's corrupt. This nigga's corrupt.
And I was like, with what salary, nigga?
You're a beat cop. You're a beat cop.
I get it. You've been on the force for 30 years, so you're like,
well, didn't what's her name get a settlement afterwards? Didn't
but we're not supposed to know.
Yeah.
Just yet, and I don't know.
Niggas are gone.
By the end, I don't know if the niggas if they're together, and I'm confused. That's the part I'm still confused
I thought they were together
because she killed 3 people with a flare gun. Which, go ahead. I'm sorry.
What did they give this woman when these two big burly ass niggas are fighting this woman? What did they give her?
I don't know.
That works instantly.
I don't know.
Chloroform?
Sleeping powder? I was like, what did you give her? I have no clue.
So she finds the phone. She goes to the bathroom. She finds the phone.
This
Luckily,
is a mansion. First of all, this is a mansion, by the way. Mansions have several fucking bathrooms.
right.
And
He even
he's
says
like,
there's
I
like
need
12
to use the
bathrooms.
bathroom. Right. He's like, it's the bathroom. Use the one over the. She goes to the bathroom and she finds the phone. Just
Why-
magically.
why-
It was right there.
Why would this white
Why did
woman
she put it there to begin
tie
with?
the why would this white woman tape the phone to the bottom of the sink or the drawer or whatever in like the guest bathroom? Wouldn't you do it in the bathroom that you probably use the most?
Why would she do it anyway?
Okay, that's a fair
There's a
question.
thing called the cloud, nigga. You put all that
Upload this
information up on the cloud, and you're good. You just throw the fucking phone away.
Yeah.
Why
well,
did she?
fair enough.
How long ago did she date Tony or Kevin?
Because
What's the time frame
it's
between
been
when-
long. It's
because
been
they've
longer
together
than
for
7 months. Right.
Yes. Again, this phone has an amazing charge. Even
Right.
if the phone is cut off, that
Right.
motherfucker.
So they've been together for 7 months total, or they've been together 7 months before the 4-month time jump?
They were together 7 months before the 4 months, if I'm not mistaken.
So this phone lasted for a year.
Been on for a year.
Yeah. on, my nigga. On. She ain't turned the shit on. It's been on for a year. And by the way, it's been on for a year. No one's called. No one's texted. You ain't hear no buzzing and nothing. Nothing.
Has he not gone into the guest bathroom at all? Just
No.
even just
No, he
clean
out
and-
riding
my
his
thing is-
Lambo around. What the fuck? He ain't got time for that.
Even if the phone was off, even if she cut the phone off, the battery's still not gonna last that long.
No.
Right.
It's just not.
It's just, and look, we're being pedantic, right? We're nitpicking.
I don't give a
but
fuck.
like,
I don't
who
care.
cares?
These
Right,
nits
who
deserve
cares
to
at
be
this point?
picked. God damn
Nah.
it.
Look, this is the last one. Look, we going down swinging. Like we going out with a bang. This is a dumb
I'm
fucking.
picking
this
these
is a
nits,
dumb
nigga.
movie.
Like, get out of here. This is the worst fucking. This movie's terrible, yo. So we're going to be as fucking critical as possible. Again,
Petty as shit.
magic phones.
So look, they tried to pull a get out. She leaves the bathroom. She's like, oh, I think I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna get out of here. And she goes to the door. Door doesn't work. Door's locked. Front door's locked. And Rodrigo Lee's like, got your keys. And she's like, give me the keys, Rose. It's like, no, sorry. And then basically Tony is sitting there. He's smoking weed.
Turned into Denzel Washington.
Right, he's trying to be
For
the
some
coolest
fucking
nigga
reason.
on
I'm
the
like,
planet.
All right, nigga, knock it off.
and he's like, Ron Rico Lee's like, I told you she was going to figure it out. She went to Howard, my nigga. Like, she's smarter than us. And so Tony's response is, we're going for a boat ride. We're going to throw your ass in the water and kill you. Come on, let's go for a boat ride. She's like, I don't
I
want
don't
to.
think I want to do that.
And they were like, it's no big deal. And she made a mistake. She made a mistake. She tried to run. Like, why you stay on that floor? Like, I don't know what she should have done. Whatever she did do was a terrible choice. These are two grown men. They're gonna catch you. These niggas weren't even putting any effort. They were like, we're gonna throw you overboard. Like they were in a fucking jolly mood. Also, when he says, "Oh," she's like, "I don't even know you," and he goes, "I'm the man of your dreams, baby. It's me, Tony."
I'm Tony, baby.
And I was like, you know what? He did deliver that kind of sinisterly. Like, I enjoyed that scene. I was like, that he had some Drake vibes to it. Like he looked like him more there than any time. Rodrigo Lee decides he's just gonna I'm just gonna choke you to death. And then I guess they just gave this woman heroin. Like, was it just black tar heroin? I don't know what it was. Angel dust?
Whatever
know. I don't
It
do
worked
drugs.
instantly.
Right. As soon as that shit touched her
Knock
lips,
her
she
out.
passed
Pretty-
out.
Or no,
What the fuck?
they make her smell it.
They make her smell it.
All right, so
Is that
then,
what it was?
whatever.
Was it smelling salts? But no, smelling salts wake you up.
They wake you up.
yeah, I
Yeah,
don't.
so what the
It was
fuck
like
was it?
cinnamon or some shit. She was just like, oh, shit. She's fucking passed out. This shit was weird. What is that drug? Maybe it's some sort of roofie. I don't know. I don't drug women.
Yeah, I don't
throw
know.
them off
If
boats.
you know what it is, turn yourself in.
You have a problem.
Oh shit, nigga, that's so and so. Go to jail. Go to jail.
Yeah.
Send us your address, nigga. You go into prison. So
Oh, yeah,
they
she did smell it. Okay.
they pick her up. They go out the back of the house and they walk down to the dock. I feel like the dock could have been a little closer to the house. Like somebody is gonna see you.
Yeah, that shit was a fucking jog.
Yeah,
It was like
it was
a half a
mad
mile away from the.
Yeah, for as much money as y'all got, like build a house further back. So they get in the boat and they take her out to the water, and then surprise, nigga, here comes Fela. She comes out. She's like,
but it wasn't a surprise though. It wasn't a surprise. it really wasn't a surprise.
I was like,
called this shit an hour and 20 minutes ago. Like, get the fuck out of here.
And she was like, Rodrigo, I really like you. We're really together. I pretended to be a stone cold bitch earlier, but I was acting.
Also, the movie is called Duplicity, guys. Like, I mean, it's
everybody was duplicitous.
Right, like
it's a 25-cent word. It's a 25-cent word.
Acrimony.
Right. Acrimony. I wonder if everybody. Oh, mea culpa. I wonder if this guy's gonna get another chance. Like, all right, man. God damn it.
Oh fuck.
God damn it.
This nigga, man. This nigga. Like I.
So,
man,
all right. So,
something else, right?
So basically, the whole plot is that they were. She was in the like lower part of the boat. It's not even that big of a boat, by the way. Like,
it's not that big.
That's
of a
what I'm
boat,
saying. That boat doesn't seem that big of a boat for her to be just.
She was in the, just like down there hiding. Shh, don't say nothing. She comes out and they're like, "All right, cool. We're gonna." So basically, is the whole point of this that they used this woman and they killed Rodney so that they could just get money, right? That's it. That's the whole.
So the whole plot is,
I guess,
Fela is married to Rodney and she doesn't want to be with him, but he's broke, so he don't have any life insurance. So killing him won't give her life insurance. So apparently Tony killed a guy as a cop, right? But he told his girlfriend that he didn't do it. She got him off and $300,000. Right. And that was him killing a black man, right? So they come up with this idea, well, what if a white guy kills a black man? She could get us $15 million, right? and they would use that to the three of them would split that money and frame a white cop, right? Because she's even like, oh yeah, I use the political narratives to fool you.
That shit made me so fucking mad. In line,
flare gun.
It just didn't. So yeah, it was all about three duplicitous niggas trying to get money.
So a cop pulls up on them on Lake Douglas. He's like a rent-a-cop in a boat. He's like, "Hey, what are you Negroes doing out here? I didn't know you knew how to swim."
Niggas can't swim. What's going on here?
Right? They were just like, shoot this. They just shot this poor fucking white boy for no reason.
Now, mind you, the reason why he's on the boat speaking with them is because someone called this nigga and said, "Hey, there's a boat out on the lake, so maybe you should go check that out." And they go and shoot this motherfucker. Cool. So now you murdered a cop. He's like, let me pull the plugs to sink the ship. It didn't sink it. It just capsized the motherfucker.
It capsized.
So now you got an upside down boat, a dead motherfucking white man in the middle of the river, and someone called and told them, y'all niggas was out on the boat.
Oops. Did he also say that the
game here?
Didn't he also say that the water level was low, so you could
right? He said the tide is low, so like you're gonna drown on these people. Like, they're just gonna float to the top, and they're gonna be like, what the fuck happened?
Does this water like lead out to international waters or some shit? Like, what the fuck is going? You gotta get off, right? You gotta, and knowing them, they're gonna go back to their dock,
go back to the mansion, and just act like nothing happened.
Dexter, you gotta go out a little bit further. These niggas went out 15 feet with like a dead body over there. Like, okay, that seems weird. So
someone's gonna find it.
And this is so like, because like they go through all this, right? These fucking masterminds, right? They come up with this plot to frame a white cop, to get this guy killed, to have super attorney get them $15 million, and they're like, oh shit, here's a cop, shoot him. And but it's like a comedy of errors, right? Because it's like, they shoot him, he falls, I'm a sink the boat, it capsizes. Oh shit, he had a life vest on.
He got
Go in there and try to get the life vest off of him so he'll sink. And it just is.
And they're also really bad at it. They're like, oh, we can barely catch him. I'm like, this nigga's not floating 100 miles an hour. They're just like, just grab
Get
him.
in the water and get him.
Tony's got the fucking pool cleaner, and he's
in a skimmer. He's got a skimmer. I can't get him. He's an adult male. He's big. What the fuck?
And
so
then,
they eventually get him.
They
eventually catch this white
his
cop.
name jump in the water. He clearly his feet clearly hits the ground.
Yeah, no, it's obvious. It's obvious. It's like, oh. I'm like, hey, Jesus, you're walking on water. Congratulations. Like, you're in a fucking kiddie pool. What the fuck are we doing right now? This is offensive. We're not idiots.
Terrible, yo.
So
meanwhile, they put weights around Marley, and they put chains on her.
Nigga, they put
like
the
Luke
fucking
Cage Sweet Christmas style chains, right?
No, nigga,
And
they tied a boat anchor. They tied a boat anchor.
Right, and they put a boat anchor on her, and she's still like unconscious at worst or groggy at best, right? Apparently, she's got the lungs of a swimmer because she's in there unconscious, and then all of a sudden,
But 9 days.
Like she ain't take no deep breath. She wasn't braced for it. She just boom, and you in the water, and all of a sudden, and she fucking yanking the chain and shit, and trying to exert all this energy, and then she held her breath for a really, really long time for someone who was just unconscious, coming out of
under extreme pressure. She became Howard. What was his name? Houdini.
Yeah, and she was smart enough in that moment to realize there was a capsized boat, so she could go under in the air pocket to get. I'm like, okay,
you just woke up, nigga. Like, what are you talking about?
Jacques Cousteau, what the fuck are we talking about right now? So she does that. Then she gets up onto the boat, unbeknownst to the three villains.
Yeah, she pulls an acrimony.
She shoots Fela in the back with a flare gun. Then
and instantly kills her, which I don't think is actually what would happen, but okay. No.
She shoots Rodrigo seemingly in the dick. He dies via flare. She has enough time to reload the flare gun while her boyfriend is like, hey, I love you, baby. I'm like, what? Smack the goddamn flare gun out of her hand. What are you, a psycho? You're just standing there? And then she shoots him and he's like, and he just died.
Didn't Enrico Lee have a gun?
Yes.
Didn't he have a gun?
He had a real gun.
Yes.
Yo, you one more death, yo.
Look,
one more bullet.
Also, you know, the thing that really pisses me off about the Tony thing, not only is it just like a twist for no fucking reason, right? Like, you had a really fun opportunity to have a really cool double fight in this house that was just ripe for wrecking, right? It could have been the girl. It could have been Enrico Lee could have still been the bad guy. Fela could still, be the secret mastermind behind the whole thing. But if Tony was on her side, they could have had a fucking dope ass fight in this big beautiful house, right?
Yeah, that would have been fun.
Introduce this set piece, this wonderful house. No, let's have some fun. No, what do we get? Someone getting shot in the back with a flare gun, and someone getting shot. Like, it just.
Also, I'm even okay with the a tag team bout in the house, but then it maybe the light skinned folks, they lose the first round, and the dark skinned people take them out on the boat to kill them or whatever. Then you have your flare gun fight or whatever. I'm fine with that. But I agree. They should have had a fight, a double team fight in the house. That would have made sense.
They could have even done the thing with Tony where they made him so suspicious throughout the movie because like what he's been through with the Force and everything, and maybe you're like, oh, is Tony being duplicitous or whatever, and then it's actually no, he's
right. He's
fine.
actually a good dude.
Yeah, he's actually a good dude. Like he's
That
actually
would make sense.
right. Like her trust issues. By the way, that would have addressed her trust issues. She had
Right.
them with him, even though this dude balls are blue as fuck for 4 months. Like he's going through all that, and then in the end, she's like, "Oh, I couldn't trust you," blah blah blah. And it turns out, like you could trust him, and maybe you should
Right.
let go of that fucking baggage you had. You know,
Right.
you
Maybe
don't
you should-
bring up shit and never address it. She has trust issues, which are all verified that everyone around her is a gigantic piece
I
of
was
shit.
right. Like,
Right. What is her heart?
So what's the
Here's the
lesson?
thing.
Never trust anyone.
Anyone, right?
Okay, I guess.
You know-
what the fuck?
Except
you know
for
what?
white cops because they're okay. Like, what
But
the
here's the thing. You know why you can't trust anybody? Because the way to do one thing is the way to do everything.
I mean, bars, my nigga. Like,
You can't trust anybody
good night.
but
Yo,
like
that's
white
it.
cops and gay black men.
That's
Because,
it. And they're
You know,
seemingly Latino lover. I don't know.
right? They're boyfriends. 'Cause-
No,
Good God,
Tiara,
man.
you nailed it. You nailed it. And you know what? And that, that's I think that's a perfect line for how Tyler Perry makes movies. The way he does one movie is how he does all his movies. So you know what? We're gonna fucking end it right in the fucking, fucking nail. it.
Good God, man.
You know what? That
No
line,
more.
That line is going to be the new live long enough, be
die a villain, live long enough to
Enough
see.
to-
Yeah. Die a hero, live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
right. That's
How
the-
you do one thing is how you do everything.
Yeah, the ignorant nigga version of that is this line. Perfect. All right.
Oh, God.
That is episode
Man.
279. We are not fucking kidding. We are never doing another Tyler Perry movie. But you know what? We got our cathartic shit out in the first 30 minutes. And I think we did have a good time shitting on how terrible this movie is in and of itself in the last hour and a half. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Go back and listen to our other Tyler Perry episodes or go back and watch those because we ain't never doing one of these niggas movies again. I don't give a fuck. So that's it for episode 279. We will be back next week with a preview episode for episode 280. Later, guys.
See ya.
Take it easy.
Bye.
You're watching the Black on Black Cinema YouTube channel. Make sure you check out our full reviews of black movies, past and present. And every other week, we do a preview episode where we talk about a random topic that affects the black community.